In the ancient kingdom of Ilarion, where silver rivers shimmered beneath the moon and the wind carried whispers of old magic, there lived two sisters who were known across the land, not for power or wealth, but for something far rarer. Aurelia, the elder, was calm like the morning sky, her beauty soft and quiet, her presence comforting. She spoke little, but when she did, her words carried weight. Lyra, the younger, was her opposite, bright, wild, and full of laughter that echoed through the hills. She was the kind of soul that made the world feel alive. Yet despite their differences, they were inseparable. They had grown up with one promise, whispered to each other under the stars as children. No matter what happens, we stay together. And for years, nothing ever broke that promise, until the day fate brought him to them. It was just before sunset when Lyra found him. A figure lay near the forest edge, his clothes torn, his body bruised and bleeding. Without hesitation, she ran to him, dropping to her knees. "Aurelia," she called out. "Someone's hurt." Aurelia rushed over, her breath catching as she saw the stranger. Even unconscious, there was something different about him, something noble, something dangerous. They brought him home in secret, hiding him from the guards. In a kingdom already tense with rumors of war, a stranger could mean trouble. For days, they cared for him. Lyra stayed by his side the most, talking endlessly, even when he couldn't hear her. "You better wake up," she would say softly, "or I'll get bored of talking to you." Aurelia helped quietly, tending to his wounds, preparing herbs, watching over him in silence. And then, one morning, he opened his eyes. Lyra was the first thing he saw. For a moment, he just stared at her, confused, as if trying to understand whether he was alive or dreaming. "You're finally awake," she said. "Where am I?" he whispered. "Safe," Aurelia replied gently. He hesitated before speaking again. "My name," his voice was low, yet carried an undeniable weight, "is Prince Valtharion." The room fell silent. Even the air seemed to shift. Valtharion, a name that sounded like it belonged to legends, not men. But the truth came soon enough. He wasn't just any prince. He was the lost heir of Valerian, the very kingdom Valerian feared. An enemy, a fugitive, someone they should have turned in immediately. But they didn't. Because somewhere between the quiet nights and shared moments, something had already begun to grow. Lyra was the first to fall. She found herself waiting for his smile, teasing him, sitting close just to hear him laugh. "You're lucky we found you," she said one evening. "Otherwise, you'd be dead." Valtharion smirked faintly. "Maybe, but then I wouldn't have met you." Her heart skipped. Aurelia saw everything. She saw the way Lyra looked at him, and told herself it was enough. But love doesn't ask, it takes. And slowly, Aurelia began to fall too. Not loudly, not visibly, but deeply. Valtharion began to notice her silence, her strength, the way she understood him without needing words. With Lyra, he laughed. With Aurelia, he felt peace. And that difference changed everything. One night, under a sky filled with stars, he asked softly, "If I had never come here, would your lives be different?" Lyra smiled. "Boring." Aurelia met his gaze, peaceful. Their eyes locked, and something shifted. Lyra saw it, and for the first time, jealousy was born. It started small, a glance, a silence, a feeling of being replaced. But soon, it grew into something darker. And one night, unable to bear it, Lyra walked into the forbidden forest. She found the sorceress. "I want him to love me," she said. The sorceress smiled. "Then take the curse." Lyra didn't hesitate this time. "I accept." And from that moment, everything began to break. Valtharion changed. He loved Lyra completely, and Aurelia began to disappear. Not just from his heart, but from the world itself. Her voice grew faint, her presence weaker, until one day, he walked past her as if she never existed. And she realized she was losing everything. Lyra got the love she wanted, but lost herself in the process. Because every time she looked at Aurelia, she saw her fading away. One night, Aurelia collapsed in her arms. "It's okay," Aurelia whispered weakly. No, it's not, Lyra cried. But deep down, she knew. She had done this, and when the truth finally crushed her soul, she ran back to the sorceress. Take it back, she begged. There is a price, the sorceress said. I'll pay anything. You must give up his love. Forever. Lyra closed her eyes, tears falling endlessly. Do it. That night, she sat beside Valtharion. I'm sorry. The magic shattered. And in that moment, he remembered everything. Aurelia, he whispered. He ran, but when he reached her, it was too late. She lay still, silent, gone, and for the first time, Valtharion broke. Lyra fell beside her, screaming, crying, begging the heavens to take her instead. And maybe, just maybe, the heavens listened. Because the curse didn't just break, it reversed. Not because of magic, but because of something stronger. A sister's love. Aurelia's body glowed softly. Her breath returned. Her eyes slowly opened. Lyra, and in that moment, both sisters held each other, crying like children again. The promise they once made was never broken. Days later, Valtharion stood before them, his voice steady, but his eyes soft. My heart, he looked at Aurelia, has always been yours. Lyra smiled, not with pain, but peace, because in the end, she didn't lose, she chose, and that choice saved everything. And under the same stars where their promise was once made, two sisters stood together again, unbroken, unseparated, forever.